Hi. Okay, so here's part 2. So I got my little Hawaiian blanket. My husband and I got this from Hawaiian. We went to Oahu. He surprised me too. It was so cool. Yeah, he totally surprised me that year. And I didn't know where we were going until we were almost on the plane and some people around us, because he kind of, I don't know how he did it, but he hid it such that I didn't see the tickets or anything. He just told me to pack for like 5 days, warm to hot weather. And just before we got on the plane, I heard somebody behind us. They said, "Oh, I wonder if our phones will still work in Hawaii." And I was like, "Hawaii?" And he was like, "Dang it." So that was cool. Yep, something. Okay. Oh, it was a bug. Okay. So anyway, let me move this bug. Get away. Go. You don't belong here. So, all right. So I wanted to tell you about what happened. So how many times I'm gonna say so? You know how sometimes different phrases you say often, but you're not even aware. Like I say "and all" often. My mother told me that some time ago because she was editing something I wrote, a book I wrote that I have yet to publish. I got so many books that I need to publish, but she edited one book for me, and she said I had a habit of saying "and all," and I was like, really? But anyway, so I have to tell you, I'm still like getting rid of that bug, like moving them over, because I'm like, no, hon, I know this is your territory, but let me be right here, right now. So anyway, I miss my mother, okay? And one part of me is like, you know, call her, but no. And it's very complicated. I won't get into, like, I'm not a, you know, psychiatrist or therapist or nothing to be diagnosing anybody, so I won't get into that. What I will say is my mother is like very disordered, you know, so it behooves me in my healing journey to just back up until I am able to be in her presence or speak with her without being triggered and without feeling intense fear, obligation, and guilt and shame, and not feel like I'm 2 years old again. So that's that. So I was, by the time I got home from where I was, and my sister was talking about my father. Well, I was telling her the story about my father calling me champ and all that, and speaking to me after he had died. I was missing my father, and then I turned on the radio, which I don't normally do, but I turned on Pandora and was listening to some music, and I was like, wow, you know, just listening to music that was during the time of growing up. And certain songs reminded me of my father, some reminded me of my mother, and I just felt kind of sad, and I was tearing up a little bit. But and by the time I got home, I was just like, wow, like I miss her, you know. And it's so sad, and it's topsy-turvy, because it's like weird to miss somebody that doesn't treat you well, but it is what it is. So in the house, though, I continued listening to music, and a song came on by Phil Collins. That song that says, I don't know if this is gonna sound ugly, so whatever, but this song that says, "So take a look at me now, there's just an empty space." That song came on, and when it came on, well, hold on, I'm looking at the words on my daughter's phone. It says, it says, "How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace." It's so scratchy. I don't know this song. I only know the other part, but it says, "When I stand here taking every breath with you, ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all." That's so sad. And then, "How can you just walk away from me? when all I can do is watch you leave, because we've shared the laughter and the pain and even shared the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now. Well, there's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me. Just the memory of your face. Oh my God. So I was listening to that, and as I listened to it, I just thought of my mother singing that. And I was just like heartbroken. And I started to cry. In fact, I burst out crying. And I was sitting at the table, and one of my daughters saw me, and she came over and she wanted to hug me and stuff. I later told her, I said, don't feel like you have to like console me. I'm just, this is the part of the journey. It's okay. Let me cry. Don't feel like I was like, if you want to hug me or whatever, go ahead. But don't feel like you have to, because you could be even interrupting what I need to do. It's okay. If you happen to come by and see me crying, whatever. So I'm listening to that song and I'm crying and I'm allowing myself to feel it and everything. And then I later was telling my friend Evie about it. In fact, I was telling Evie, Julissa, and Sandy about it. And hi, baby. Hi. I was telling them about it. And when I told them about it, Evie got all prophetic on me. And she said, let me take my glasses off. She said, because I can't read with my glasses on. I need them to see far. Close, I can see. I'm good. So she said, as you talked about your mom and how because I was saying, I was like, my mother had 2 girls in her care that absolutely adore her. And she didn't have all that she could have had with us. Because I look at what I have with my girls. And my boys too. Like, look at that little boy. He was about to fall. It's so cute. But she, I'm like, like what she missed out on, So Evie said, as you talked about your mom and how she didn't appreciate you and your cousin when she came along, I got the picture of Jesus crying. I felt like he was crying because back then and even now, I feel God has always placed good people around your mom, people that actually want what's best for her and love her, genuinely love her. Despite her crazy stuff, there are people who care about her. I feel Jesus was crying because he wants to love your mom, and he does love your mom. Of course, we know that, but he wants her to know that love. And she's not able to because of all the stuff that's blocking him from getting there. And of course, we know that God can snap his fingers and it could all be fixed in a second. But we also have to be the ones to say yes. So I feel like when you cry and hear that song, God is also crying with you, because that's really his heart. It's like, I love my daughter. I'm going to shower her with love even if she doesn't get it. But I feel he is also kind of grieving her along with you. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I got. And I told her, I was like, yeah, like you are absolutely, positively spot on. All my life, my mother has gone on these tirades of how she's all alone. Nobody cares about her. So it's like, I want to say certain things, but I don't want to. I want to do this with taste and with class, so things that I don't need to say, that's not absolutely, pertinent, I'm not going to say. So just know that I'm not telling everything, But there's things that, like, so many things that she says, like, it's awful. And she just swears that nobody cares for her. She's all alone, and that everybody always comes to her for money and for support, but nobody is there for her. And how if she needed anything, nobody would be there. Her perception is like completely off. And so even it was always weird when she would say these things, because I, for one, would be standing right there listening to her. And it's like, well, what do you think I am? Like, who do you, but, again, what my friend was saying is totally right. You know, my mother, she is like, she has all these people who are in her corner who do love her, and she don't see it. You know, she don't see it at all. I remember her saying about my godmother that she was mad about my godmother mad at my godmother because of something my godmother said to her years ago. And for me, it wasn't a big deal, but for her, it was. And she was holding on to that. And she was like, yeah, she ain't even, you know, like it was like she wasn't, like, she's not friends with me like that anymore. And I'm like, what do you mean, Mommy? When you had cancer and you went and had surgery, she was the one that was here. I saw her come to the house. She bathed my mother. And I remember walking by my mother's bedroom door. And at that moment, she had taken her out of the tub. And she covered my mother in my presence to preserve my mother's dignity, because my mother was naked. If that ain't a friend, what the hell is? Like, are you kidding me? But she couldn't, because and what it was that my godmother said, I'll just say, because my mother had been married before and her husband had been unfaithful and she got a divorce. And my godmother wasn't in agreement with her getting a divorce. She was like, you know, we don't believe in divorce, you know, whatever. That's what my mother is holding on to. That's what she's holding on to. And she is like stuck there back in, what was that, 2003? And just stuck, you know? And so it's just sad. I really feel for my mother, because she can't, that's my Jayla. Jayla, say hi.
Hi. She's putting sand in the shoe.
Oh gosh. So, Jonna?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, all the kids are just kind of hanging out here at the beach.
Wait, come back.
And John is crazy.
Come back.
We know he's gonna go home with sand. He usually has like a little like beard of sand because he tries to eat
You want to
it.
take it off? Give me your
And
shoes.
yep, he got some in his hair. I
Give me
see
your
it.
shoes. Give me the other one. Give it to me.
Yeah, they're having struggles behind me.
Lay down, fool.
So, so that's it for this video. Excuse me.
Now get.
Yeah, it's just sad. You know, I miss her and I wish things were different, but I am intent on keeping my eyes open, because I'm very much an empath, and as such, I want to always see things in these rosy, you know, colored glasses, and everything is not rosy. You know, everybody is not good. You know, like at their, I don't know, everybody's behavior is not good. Everybody does not mean well. And that's hard for me to stomach for anybody, let alone my mother, you know? So I have to do my best to see what is and not see what I want to see, or see, like, you know, imagine and, you know, go along that trail, you know, like I imagine this beautiful situation, so that's what is, and behave in that manner and then get hurt over and over and over again. So that's where I am. So, you know, sometimes it's really sucky and hard going through all this, but I'm very grateful that I'm in it, you know. So I will stop now. And I might go ahead and do a third video out here, because it's nice. It's nice out here. I like just being here. And I'm going to turn around and look at the waves, though, at some point. You can see them in the back, right?
I need to make a boat.
So, you going to make a boat?
Yes. I
Okay.
can make out of these sticks.
Okay, let's see.
I know how.
This is my girl, like, that's talking now. That's MacGyver. You give her a paper clip. She's like, what you call me? She don't know nothing about MacGyver. You give her a paper clip and this piece of foil right here, and she gonna build you a ship. It's gonna work. It's gonna have a motor and everything. Nah, she is amazing with building. That girl, she can work with her hands. It's amazing. I love it. So I will end this video here, and I just want to say thank you for all of you gosh. I cried the weirdest moments. I want to say thank you for all of you who have been following me all along. You could be doing anything with your time, and you're choosing to spend it with me. And I don't take that lightly. And so my Brittany, oh my gosh, my Sasha King, my Aunt Guppy, my Aunt Mary, I know y'all watching, and my John Mag and my Jenny, I love you guys, and my Gracie girl and Rose and Evie, there's so many people. If I don't say your name, don't be mad, okay? But yeah, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for supporting me through this, because it's hard. It's hard. I laugh a lot, but I cry a lot too, you know. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to continue on with me, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will most certainly be back with more as my journey unfolds. So bye.